Hello everyone, on the behalf of Ludhiana College of Engineering and Technology, I want to welcome you all. Today we are going to start with the fresh topic, and the topic is blogs. So we'll quickly have a look onto what a blog is and what actually blogs are. So if I'm talking about the blogs in general, suppose you guys have any sort of knowledge regarding any subject, any fields, you want to share the knowledge with other people so that they will know that yeah, you have this particular knowledge, and even you want to get famous so that more and more people will know about your talent, so you can do it with the help of a blog. So in today's session we will see what actually a blog is, what are its advantages, how you can even create your own blog. Okay, so let's quickly start with the blogs. So what actually a blog is? A blog is a word which is basically derived from the word web and log. Web means the internet and logs mean the whatever knowledge you have here. Basically it is the online diary where anyone with the basic knowledge of not only of computers, of anything, you can do it. Now here the knowledge of computer means you must know like how to use a computer, so in order to create a blog. Okay, so you can post anything onto the blog, even the random thoughts, your photographs, homework, poetries. We can name those as per our need, and we can get famous with the help of a blog. Now what actually a blog is? Blog range in a scope from individual diaries to political campaigns, media programs and business. They range in scale from the writings of one occasional author, that is basically known as a blogger, to the collaboration of large community of writers. Now what does it mean? Means suppose you are a blogger and you are writing onto your blog. So there are 5 to 7 topics on which you are actually writing a blog. So a single person who is actually sharing his knowledge is known as a blogger, and the different bloggers, the community of different bloggers who are actually writing for a single blog or for different topics, they are known as the community of writers. Many blogs enable visitors to leave public comments, which can lead to a community of readers centered around the blog. Hence the totality of web blogs or web related website is known as a blogosphere. What does it mean? In blogs, not only the bloggers are there, they also enable the visitor or the one who is actually visiting my blog. They allows them to comment onto the blog, to tell like how the blog was, whether they like it. They can also share their feedbacks regarding that blog. So this combination of the viewer and the blogger is known as the blogosphere. Now we will discuss about the types of the blogs. So there are so many types of blogs that are available. First of all, the blog that is available to us is the personal blog. The personal blog is basically for your you can say the personal topics like health, politics, music, family, travel, health. You can name it as per your requirement. For example, you have a basic knowledge of music, okay, and some song would release and you want to share your particular views regarding that particular music. You can share it with the help of blogs. Next, we can say like you are suppose traveling to particular country or a particular place and you want to share your views, like how was the place, would you like that place, what are the speciality of that place. To tell the people around about this, you can also create a personal view. Okay, so now why of traveling, and what is the use of particular this personal blog? If you are writing something about your traveling, so the other people will get to know how that place was. So if they like that place, they can also visit that place, right? Next point is the business blogs. They are basically professional rangings from realtors to lawyers, stockbrokers and all over the people who are actually using the WordPress. WordPress is actually a software by using which you are able to create a blog. We can also say WordPress is not a software, but it is a framework that we use for the blogging. Okay, so if you are running a business, suppose you are a lawyer, okay, and you want to share your expertise, you can also do it with the help of the blogs. Now schools, how schools, suppose I'm a teacher, and suppose you out of you, some of you as a teacher, or we are students, okay, we have our notes, these special notes that we have made for our purpose, and you know that these are the best notes, and you want the people to get help from that particular notes. You can do it with the help of the blogs. Next is the private blogs. Are like, you have some basic option, you want to share your own pictures, you want to share something regarding your company or anything. Suppose you are a fashion blogger and you want to share your fashion views with the people of your family, or with your colleagues, or with your schoolmates. You can do it with the help of private blogs. Next the blog is sports blog. Why we use the sports blog? Suppose you are running a particular sports school and you want like different people to join with you, or suppose you are a sports person and you want to know who all are your fans, or you want to know their views regarding your game, or you want to know about their views regarding the sports. You can do it with the help of sports blogs. Next is how to tips and reviews. What does it mean? Let's say you are expert in cooking and you want to share your views, like how they can cook. You want to share the tips, how they can share something, how they can use something, the simple kitchen tips, like how you can clean your kitchen, or any special tips or tricks. You can do it with the help of the blogs. If you want to share your reviews regarding any book, regarding any movies, you can also do that with the help of a blog. Next is we have is non-profit. For example, you are working with the NGO, non-profitable organization, and you want to create a blog so that other people can help you out, so you can create a blog as well. Next is the politics. If we are talking about the previous years, we can see like if there is the time of election, some politician will come around to your houses just in order to just meet you. We know that it's quite difficult task to meet each and every person, so this blogs is the best way for the same. If any kind of the politician want to meet any person, instead of meeting them, what they can do, they can create their blogs, and commenters or the viewer will comment onto their particular blog, so that in order to get their feedbacks. Okay, so next is the military blog. What they do in military blogs, members of the military blog to report what they see happening in various parts of the world and to stay in touch with their families. For example, someone is in the military and they want to share how they are, so they can also create a military blog. Okay, so next, what are the advantages of blogs? If we are using blogs, if we are creating a blog, what actually their advantages? Without having any advantage, we are not going to use them. Okay, first is freedom to speech. Means if you want to share your views, you want to tell something to anybody, you have a freedom to speech. Next point is share knowledge with other people. Let's say I have a knowledge of blogging, so I can share it with you with the help of a blog as well. For example, other than this, if suppose I am a master in some computer subjects, I can share my knowledge with other people so that they can have some sort of help out of my blog. Next is make friends online. How you can make friends online with the help of blog? Suppose I'm writing a blog and someone is writing onto my blog and they are commenting over it. I can contact with them in this order. I can even make them as friends. Can be used as a diary, as you can write anything in your personal diary. You can do the same with the help of your blogs. So next point is it's a dump of your knowledge. What does it mean? Like suppose you have a knowledge regarding any particular subject. Suppose you have a knowledge of Microsoft Office and you want to share it with the people. You can share each and everything over here. As you write something into your notes, in the similar way you can write anything onto the blog. It is a perfect example of how to keep track of what you have learned. You can also write the key points, whatever you have learned today, revisit them after 1 month, 1 year, anytime as you write something. For example, suppose you have learned some technology today and you are making the notes out of it, okay? And after 10 years, whenever you need them, you can refer to your notes. In this same way, if you have written a blog after 10 years, you want to see whatever you have written over at that time, you can revise that at any time. Next point is, it forces you to ask questions. Suppose I'm writing something, I want to share my knowledge with you, and you guys have anything regarding that. Suppose I'm a politician and I'm writing a blog. If you guys have any query regarding anything, you can feel free to ask regarding that. You are learning by doing. You will encounter difficulties and concepts that were not obvious at first, obviously, right? When you write down your thoughts, you will be addressing those concerns, offering solutions and tips to your users. It gives you motivation, like someone is reading your notes, whatever. Suppose I'm a student of computers and I'm facing some problem out of reading from the books. If I'm getting the help from your blog, I will get motivated out of it, because you will give your best at your blogs. Next point is, it shows what you are able to do. For example, if I'm able to write a poem and I am sharing it with the people, if people are praising my creation, or people are praising my poem, so I will be happy and I will be able to show whatever the talent is with me. Okay, so you're not just learning a subject, you don't want to show the world your mistakes, right? So what's the point of blogging about it? Because it shows that you are a real person and that are willing to expand and improve your knowledge. Nobody expect you to be an expert when you are first starting out, right? But yes, but whenever you are working onto something, you will become an expert. At the beginning, no one is expert at anything. Now, the advantage of using blogs in education. How blogs are useful in your education? Makes learning independent of time and place. It encourages its learners to be active. It helps learner to improve their writing competencies. It captures changes in thinking. For example, I have some thinking regarding a particular topic, the other will have some different thinking, so it will encourage you to change your thinking as well. Next, it invites people to collaborate. For example, I'm a teacher of computer and I'm teaching Java. If there's something some people who is teaching with some other subject, so we can collaborate with each other. If I am teaching Java, the other person is also teaching Java, we can also collaborate so that we can exchange our notes. Makes the education more informal. You don't always need to keep a book with you, you don't always need to attend the lecture, but you can do it with the help of on a fingertip. Just access the blog and you can read or learn anything. It involves also external people. Not only the people that are present around you are involved, even those people are involved whom you don't even know. Okay, facility to use the images. You can use the different kind of images. Okay, as we did in Microsoft Excel, you can add the pictures so that you can explain the topic more relevantly, more easily. Next is reduces cost. Now, how it reduces the cost? First of all, if you have to buy a book, that will cost you around 200 to 300 rupees or some dollars, right? And you want to save your money, you can simply access to a blog. It will for sure reduce the cost. Now, what all the blogging sites are? First of all, the major blogging site is the blogspot.com, and another one is the WordPress. And as I have already told you, the WordPress is basically a framework that we use to create the blogs or to create a website as well. So one by one we will start with the topic Blogger and WordPress. Hope you have liked today's lecture. Tomorrow we'll start with the topic what actually how we can work with the Bloggerspot, and then we'll continue with the WordPress. We will know how we can install a WordPress, how we can work with it. We'll start with everything sooner. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.